Hey everyone, it's Ted. Wanted to shoot a little video for those that are having some problems with their Cutlass Ciera and to say hello to my friends. It's been some time since I've communicated. I've been recovering from some severe neurologic things and trying to get my life back organized again. At any rate, this is a vehicle I happened to fall over, and it's a 1996 Olds Cutlass Ciera that I picked up for $275. The gentleman thought it had a bad engine, and even a lot of people that work in the garage industry might take that tack on it. It started, and he said it had a bad engine on it. When I went on over, the grass was so high I couldn't see exactly where the oil was pouring out, but the engine started, and it's got a bad harmonic balance pulley in it, but that's not what was troubling him or me. This little part here is it both measures the oil pressure that comes out of the vehicle. It's an oil pressure sending switch. And it also is a control back to the fuel pump to cut off the fuel pump when the pressure drops below 8 pounds, so it keeps it from destroying the engine. You don't pump all the oil out, but when you pump it out enough to where you're going to do serious damage, it keeps it from doing that. This cost me $14, and that and the harmonic balance pulley I've got ordered, and it probably won't jump when I do it here, but it jumps and rattles around pretty good. I want to take care of that before I got it. And I did this because I really kind of felt bad for this guy in a way, and for others out there. You can't really see where that sensor is. You'd have to put it on a lift to really get a look at it and get it way off the air to see where it's pumping oil out, but that's located, it's not right next to the oil pump. That's a knock sensor in the Ciera's, and I think that the anti-knock sensors are that way on all of the GMs. It's been so long since I left the auto industry. I left in 1992. I was with Goodyear in management, and so these vehicles I know very, very well from having been in that business for so long. So the car sounded good, and I thought I'd bring it home. This guy really could not afford to sell it. If he weren't married, I probably would go back on over and give him some more money for the car. And I'm sure that from the stories that I got, probably people helped him out to get him into this vehicle. And I think that he was someone that didn't know how to work on a car, but thought he did. He told me he was a contract employee at GM. I don't know. It was a shame. At any rate, I would see things like, when I see someone that doesn't know how to take off a door assembly, there was that. And the intakes, unfortunately, they use plastic intake manifold gaskets on these vehicles. And they go somewhere between like 40,000 and 200,000 miles, and you just don't know. This guy had painted all of the the bolt sequence tightening on the bolts on the intake. So I know the intake was done. This is over tight, and I'm going to have to replace it because it's got a little crack there, but I mean, it's really nothing. Where that was located was, if you follow down that third spark plug here on the car, underneath there, you'll see that sensor. It's not over next to the oil pump, it's right over here. You can still see the remnants down in there of some of the oil. It was pumping over a quart a minute in the driveway. Cost me $129 to tow it here, $10 for the part. So with registration, I think I've got about $600 in the vehicle. Now, of course, it doesn't want to bounce around like it was, but that noise, it sounds a little bit like it's that harmonic balance pulley is not jumping around near as much as it was earlier, but I'm getting a bearing sound, so that's $29 from Dorman. Other than that, it's a real nice car. It's got a little tiny hairline crack up there. I don't know. Haven't done body work in so long. Don't know if you could repair that plastic or not. And virtually everything works in the car. And no valve knocks, no anything. I've only put 70 miles on it since I bought it, so I can't say long-term about use, but it certainly doesn't go through all of the oil inside of a few minutes of driving like it did. It's got relatively new tires. He was a smoker. I'm going to have to go through and on a warm, dry day, if we ever get one again, and clean out the seats and vacuum everything. I might put a headliner in it. Don't know. It's an extra. This is my other Oldsmobile. This is my older one, the 95 up there. So I hope this helps you guys so that you don't throw away a vehicle that might otherwise be a good vehicle. And to those who know me for neuropathy, I've been doing this, cleaning the house up and trying to get my life organized. It would be very nice to be able to go back into the work world, and we'll see. It's been an interesting life. Thanks all. Have a good one.